Okay guys, so my name is Bo Genesis and welcome to a subject I am calling LGB Tuesdays. And if you're wondering where T and Q are, I'm kind of turning the T into Tuesday and Q, I don't know. Sorry Q, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Basically what this series will kind of be about is basically me discussing LGBT related questions and topics, either sent to me or I find out through social media or the news. And I'm sorry to start the series on a very doom and gloom subject, but people have been talking about it. In fact, one of my favorite YouTubers talked about it, and I figured I should too. So, something terrible actually happened not too long ago. A 9-year-old boy killed himself due to being bullied for being gay at his school. A 9-year-old killed himself because he was gay. Like, this is something that is insane and just awful. So pretty much the story is Jamel Myles was a 9-year-old kid at Joel Shoemaker Elementary School, and he told his mother he was gay. And the mom had a somewhat kind of normal reaction where she's like, oh, he's joking at first, but realized, and she accepted him. And he said, he's proud of it, and he's going to tell kids at school. Basically, it eventually got to the point where kids were bullying him. And this got so bad to the point where just about a week later, he ended up killing himself. He was found by his mother in their den at their home. And this is tragic, and it's hard to really describe words for it. And it just kind of makes me angry a little bit as well. Basically, if you guys don't know me personally, I have been, dealing with struggles of identity and that since I was about 8 or 9 years old. So I kind of relate to this because I kind of there were a few people who knew that I was attracted to men and male and female around that time, and I was kind of bullied for it, and I can somewhat relate. And it feels like just the idea that this mother has to go through this is absolutely insane and absolutely horrible. And I could never imagine having to go through something like this. And I'm sorry, what pisses me off the most is that I hear a lot of people's arguments, and one of them is, oh, he's 9 years old, he shouldn't know what being gay is. Well, clearly the fucking kids who were bullying him knew what being gay was. Alright? Oh, he's 9 years old, he shouldn't know about suicide or something like mental health. Well, I'm sorry, you got shit on TV and shit on the internet at 24/7 that's mentioning this stuff. I don't care what age you are, you're gonna have some kind of idea of what it is. And besides, having an idea of it is different than actually feeling like you need to do it. Okay? Because I felt stuff like this long before I ever knew anything about it. Okay? You don't need to know the specifics about something in order to feel it. You don't have to know what being gay is, or being a lesbian, or being trans is. You just feel it. You feel it internally. And it is absolutely insane that this is what people are arguing about, rather than, holy fuck, a 9-year-old kid has killed himself because he was bullied for being gay. And I'm sorry, I feel like being gay should be besides the point as well, because it shouldn't be the point, okay, he could have been fucking bullied for being, I don't know, fucking a certain race, a certain religion. I don't give a fuck. The fact that a 9-year-old kid was bullied to the point where he felt death was the only option, it is fucking insane. And I'm sorry, the kids who fucking did this, I hope you're fucking happy. Fuck you, I'm sorry. I don't care how old you are. Fuck you. You did this. This is insane. Something like this should not have happened. Okay, Jamel, he deserved better. Okay, he did not deserve what he ended up getting. It is bullshit to the highest degree. And I don't think anyone should have to go through what this mother is going through. Imagine, you are a mother to a 9-year-old child, and you have just found out you now have to bury your son because he killed himself, because he was bullied for being who the fuck he was. Okay, I want you to get yourself in that mindset. You can't, but this woman is now having to be in that mindset. All right, it is hard to imagine what it feels like. And unfortunately, there might be some of you out there who do feel this or know about this. Or hell, even the mother probably. If you end up watching this fucking video, I am so sorry about what has happened to you. And I am so sorry about what has happened to your son. I bet he was a beautiful young boy who did a lot of fun things. And I am so sorry that this happened to him. He deserved better. You deserve better. I am so, so sorry. You did not deserve this at all. I am so sorry. It's just, it's fucking insanity, basically. The fact that this ended up happening. Nobody deserves to have had to go through this. Nobody at all. I wouldn't wish something like this on my worst enemy. And I have my deepest apologies to the family of Jamel. And I just personally wish that in the future, shit'll get better for everyone. Because the fact that this has happened, just, it shouldn't even be a subject to discuss. He was 9 years old. Jamel was 9 years old, and he killed himself because he was who he was. He was bullied because he was who he was, which should never happen to anyone. I am sorry to Jamel's mother and other family members. I'm sorry to any friends that he had, and if any of the people who bullied him. What do you think about what you've done? What do you think? Like, how do you feel? Are you happy? Are you proud? I'm sorry. Are you proud of what's happened? This should not be happening at all to anyone. I don't care what race, religion, sexual orientation you are. I don't give a fuck what you are. This should not have happened to a 9-year-old child. This should not happen to anyone of any age. Suicide is a serious thing, and it should not be happening. And unfortunately, it happens almost every day. People feel these things. People go through these problems. And unfortunately, it's getting worse, I feel like, especially with how our country has been, like, dealing with these problems. I'm just kind of going to leave it there. I'm going to leave a link to a couple different news videos about it. I'm going to leave a link to a forum or like newsletter about it. And I'm going to leave a link to Kay Anaganio's video who went into this. She got a little bit more irate than I did. That's because I've had a little bit more time to calm down about this situation. But yeah, basically, I'm going to leave links to those. I'm going to leave links to my social medias as well, but that's not as important. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time.